What's going on, everybody? This is Lag on Lock here, and welcome to week 9 of the Ole Miss Rebels Dynasty here on NCAA 07 for the PSP. I hope you guys are enjoying this dynasty just as much as I am. Let's go ahead and take a look at the ESPN magazine for this week. Check out the season's inaugural bowl rankings. So looking at the bowl ranking, guys, if the season ended today, it'll be the Ohio State Buckeyes taking on the Tennessee Volunteers in the national championship. At the number 3 spot, we have the Michigan Wolverines, but they're number 1 in the NCAA, which is kind of crazy to look at. Hopefully they can win a few more games to be number 1, but I really think Tennessee, they're going to go all the way this year. So in the last video, we defeated the Alabama Crimson Tide 16-14 on the road. We handed them their first loss of the season. The players of the game, we have Gibbs from Alabama. He had 13 carries for 145 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. And then for us, we had Jonathan Cruz, who made 3 field goals. His longest was a 40-yard field goal, and he made 1 extra point. So now we're going to take a look at the in-season recruiting board, and I know some of you guys are tired of looking at this because there's not much progress going on with Sean Cooley. He said that there's not much new to report, so at this point, we just have to be patient and just wait for him to decide who he wants to commit to. So next up, guys, we're going to take a look at the top 25 polls here, and at number 1, we have the Michigan Wolverines, who beat Penn State 24-16. At number 2, we have the Tennessee Volunteers. They had a bye week. At number 3, we have the Ohio State Buckeyes, who beat Michigan State 44-14. At number 4, we have the Oklahoma Sooners, who beat Iowa State 38-27. At number 5, we have UCLA, who beat Oregon 27-24. Now UCLA, they are the team to look out for because they might surprise all of us and become number 1 soon. At number 6, we have the Purdue Boilermakers, who beat Northwestern 28-18. At number 7, we have the Texas Longhorns, who beat Baylor 31-3. At number 8, we have the Texas A&M Aggies, who beat Mizzou 49-27. At number 9, we have the Alabama Crimson Tide, who lost to Ole Miss in an upset, losing 16-14. At number 10, we have the Miami Hurricanes, who lost to FIU 20-10 in an upset. FIU, they're playing pretty well this year. They are currently 6-1. At number 11, we have the South Carolina Gamecocks. They had a bye week. At number 12, we have the Virginia Tech Hokies, who lost to Boston College 27-24 in an upset. At number 13, we have the USC Trojans, who lost to Arizona State 13-6. At number 14, we have the Arizona State Sun Devils, who beat USC 13-6. At number 15, we have the Iowa Hawkeyes, who beat Indiana 14-7. At number 16, we have the Kentucky Wildcats, who beat LSU 20-14. At number 17, we have the Georgia Bulldogs, who beat Vanderbilt 35-9. At number 18, we have the BYU Cougars. They had a bye week. At number 19, we have the Oklahoma State Cowboys, who beat Kansas 28-7. At number 20, we have the LSU Tigers, who lost to Kentucky 20-14. At number 21, we have the Oregon State Beavers, who lost to Washington 24-21 in an upset. At number 22, we have the Pittsburgh Panthers, who are now ranked after defeating UCF 17-14. At number 23, we have the Florida State Seminoles. They are now ranked as well after defeating Duke 13-3. At number 24, we have the North Carolina Tar Heels, who lost to USF 31-28 in an upset. And last, we have the Kansas State Wildcats, who beat Nebraska 30-10. They are now in the top 25. Looking at the others receiving votes, we have Oregon, Clemson, SMU, Michigan State, Florida, Boston College, and Virginia. And the only teams that were dropped out was number 25 Oregon, number 13 Florida, and number 23 Virginia. So now, guys, we're going to take a look at the conference standings in the SEC. We are currently number 1. We are 5-2, 3-1 in conference play. Hopefully we can keep winning against conference opponents and make it into the SEC championship. At number 2, we have the Kentucky Wildcats. They are 6-1, 3-1 in conference play. At number 3, we have the Alabama Crimson Tide, who are currently 6-1, 3-1 in conference play. Now, if they beat us last week, they would have been number 1 in the SEC. At number 4, we have the South Carolina Gamecocks. They are 5-1, 3-1 in conference play. At number 5, we have the Tennessee Volunteers. They are currently 6-0, 2-0 in conference play. If Tennessee could beat Alabama this week, that would help us out tremendously in the SEC West. At number 6, we have the Razorbacks of Arkansas. They are currently 4-2, 2-1 in conference play. At number 7, we have the LSU Tigers. They are currently 4-3, 2-2 in conference play. At number 8, we have the Mississippi State Bulldogs. They are currently 3-4, 1-2 in conference play. At number 9, we have the Georgia Bulldogs. They are 4-3, 1-3 in conference. I did not know that. Wow, I didn't know they were struggling so much playing against conference opponents. At number 10, we have the Vanderbilt Commodores. They are currently 2-5, 1-3 in conference play. At number 11, we have the Auburn Tigers. They are 2-5, 1-4 in conference. And I hate to say it, but the Florida Gators are last in the SEC. They are currently 3-4, 1-4 in conference play. But anyway, guys, if the season ended today, it will be a rematch between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Ole Miss Rebels. So guys, this week we are facing the Arkansas Razorbacks, who are currently 4-2, 2-1 in conference play. In terms of their injured players, they have Poole, their outside linebacker. He is out for the rest of the season. In their last game, they defeated Southeast Missouri State 37-7. Looking at their offensive leaders in passing, they have Jefferson, who has 57 completions out of 97 attempts for 766 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Rushing, they have Green, who has 140 attempts for 559 yards. He's averaging 4 yards per carry. He has 3 rushing touchdowns, and he's averaging 93 yards per game. Receiving, they have Hazelwood, who has 17 receptions for 258 yards. He's averaging 15 yards per catch. He has 2 receiving touchdowns, and he's averaging 43 yards per game. Defensively, they have Sanders, who's leading in tackles with 35, Williams, who's leading in sacks with 4, and Johnson, who's leading the team in interceptions with 2. So that's going to do it for the team information for the Arkansas Razorbacks. I'll see you guys out there on the field. So here we are, guys, out in Arkansas as we take on the Razorbacks. We are coming off of a huge win against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Let's see what we can do in this one. As we hand off to Evans, he gets tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a 3-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Altmaier, play action, rolls to the right, throws it downfield to Trigg, who makes the catch, and that's going to be a first down for Ole Miss at the 37-yard line. Altmaier rolls to the left, throws it downfield to Robinson, who makes the catch, and he's heading upfield, and no one's able to stop him, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Ole Miss Rebels, a 63-yard touchdown pass. Great first drive for the Ole Miss Rebels. It only took us 3 plays to get into the end zone. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Arkansas as Jefferson hands it off to Sanders, and he gets a gain of 1 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 9. And on 2nd and 9, Jefferson hands it off to Sanders. He's going to cut up the middle. He gets the first down and more, and he's finally brought down. A gain of 18 for Sanders on that play. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jefferson hands this one off to Sanders. He's going to run up the middle again. And no one's able to bring this guy down, but Breelove, the last line of defense, was able to catch up to him. And so far, Sanders, he has 3 attempts for 58 yards. Jefferson hands it off to Sanders again. And he's stuck behind the line of scrimmage, but Sistrunk was there to bring him down. A gain of 2 for Sanders. It's going to be 2nd and 8. I kind of catch the vibe of what they're doing. They're just going to keep running the football as they hand off to Sanders once again, and he gets another gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Jefferson steps back, looking, trying to find someone, throws it to Hazelwood, who makes the catch, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Arkansas Razorbacks. The score is now tied at 7. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. We're at the 26-yard line. Evans, spin move. He's going to run to the outside. Gets the first down and more before finally being tackled out of bounds. A 20-yard gain for Evans. Altmaier hands off to Evans on a counter. He's going to get the first down. Juke move. And he's finally brought down. A gain of 16 for Evans. So far he has 3 attempts for 33 yards. Altmaier hands it off to Watkins. And he gets a gain of 5 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Altmaier steps back, looking, throws it down the middle to Trigg, who makes the catch, and that's going to be a first down for the Ole Miss Rebels. Altmaier has 3 consecutive completions so far. Altmaier steps back again, rolls to the right, looking, throws it to Robinson, who makes the catch. I couldn't see that wide receiver. I meant to throw it to Mingo on that play. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Altmaier hands it off to Evans. He's trying to run up the middle, but he gets a gain of 2 on that play. No, it was a gain of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9. With less than 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter, Altmaier steps back, looking, and he's trying to outrun the defender, and he gets a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and 7. 7 plays, 64 yards for Ole Miss on this drive. Altmaier, play action. They're coming in with the blitz, and Altmaier is going to get sacked by Crook, his 2nd tackle of the game. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. The score is tied at 7. It's going to be 4th and 19 now for Ole Miss as we start the second quarter. We're getting set to kick this 39-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 9 plays, 52 yards for Ole Miss on that drive. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Arkansas Razorbacks. They're at the 23-yard line. Jefferson, toss play to Sanders, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Eaton. So far, Sanders is averaging 9 yards per carry. 2nd and 15, a 5-yard loss. Jefferson hands off to Sanders again, and Eaton again is able to get to Sanders. It's going to be 3rd and 15. Jefferson drops back, throws across the middle to Hasselwood, and he makes the catch, but is short of the first down marker. They're going to go 3 and out. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. Toss play to Evans. He's going to cut to the left, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a 2-yard loss for Ole Miss. Altmaier drops back, and they came through with the blitz again, and that's going to be a 10-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 22. Altmaier, and look at that. Crook, once again, his 2nd sack of the game. Our offensive line just crumbled right there. We're going to go 3 and out. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Arkansas. Jefferson hands off to Sanders. A little footwork by Sanders, and he does get a first down. A gain of 14 on that play. It's going to be 1st and 10 to 33-yard line. Jefferson, toss play to Sanders, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Can someone bring this man down? He gets a gain of 9 on that play. Our run defense has been struggling this whole season, and I don't know what to do. We have a lot of young talent on this team as Sistrunk gets to Sanders for a tackle for loss. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Can we get a stop here? Jefferson hands it off to Sanders, and he's going to be stopped short. They're going to say 4th and inches for the Arkansas Razorbacks. Great defensive stop. Now the Razorbacks are going to get set to kick this 40-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 5 plays, 24 yards for the Razorbacks, and now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. With less than a minute left to go in the second quarter, Altmaier hands it off to Evans. He's going to run to the outside. He gets the first down, juke move, and he's, oh my goodness, he takes a big hit on that play. 6 rushes, averaging 7 yards per carry for Evans. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Altmaier drops back, looking, throws it downfield to Wade, and nearly intercepted. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Altmaier rolls to the left, looking, throws it downfield to Knox, who makes the catch. Juke move, and he's tackled at the 34-yard line. That's going to be a 31-yard gain for Ole Miss. Altmaier hands off to Evans. He's trying to run up the middle, and he gains 6 yards on that play. And we tried to rush the offense, but Arkansas, they're going to be called for encroachment. Now we're going to get set to kick this 40-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 5 plays, 57 yards for Ole Miss on that drive as we head into the locker room with the score. Ole Miss 13, Arkansas 10. What a great first half by both teams. No turnovers in this game so far, which I'm really impressed about. Jefferson hands off to Sanders to start the third quarter, and he gets a gain of 1 on that play. So far, Sanders has 82 yards in this game. Jefferson hands off to Sanders again. Spin move. He's trying to break free, and he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 9. Jefferson looking, trying to find someone, throws it downfield, and this one is going to sail out of bounds. They're going to go 3 and out. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Ole Miss. We're at the 48-yard line. Altmaier hands off to Evans. He's going to run to the outside, juke move, and he gets a gain of about 4 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 6. Altmaier hands it off to Watkins. He's running to the outside. He gets the first down and more, and he picks up a gain of 22. So far, we have 57 yards on the ground today. 1st and 10 now for Ole Miss. We're at the 26-yard line. Altmaier drops back, throws it across the middle to Trigg, who makes the catch, and that's going to be another first down for Ole Miss. I need to utilize Trigg more because he's a 91 overall tight end, but he's really slow. Altmaier drops back, throws the Trigg again, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And on 2nd and goal, Altmaier hands it off to Evans. Spin move. He's running to the outside, and he dives into the end zone. Touchdown Ole Miss, a 9-yard touchdown run. The score is now 20-10 as Arkansas's offense comes back out on the field. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Jefferson throws it to Sanders. He breaks a tackle, and that's going to be a gain of about 5 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Jefferson steps back, looking, fires this one downfield to Jackson, who makes the one-handed catch, and Taylor Groves was there to bring him down. What a huge game for Arkansas. That's their 5th first down of the game. And just like that, the Arkansas Razorbacks are in the red zone at the 18-yard line. Jefferson hands off to Sanders, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Jefferson hands off to Sanders, and Sistrunk was there to bring him down. A gain of 4 for Sanders. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Jefferson steps back, throws it to Sanders, who makes the catch, but Coleman was there to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 9 as they get set to kick this 34-yard field goal attempt. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 6 plays, 57 yards for Arkansas on that drive. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for Ole Miss with about a minute left to go in the third quarter. Altmaier hands off to Evans, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10. So far this season, Evans is averaging 5 yards per carry, and he already has 5 rushing touchdowns. As Altmaier hands it off to Evans again, and that's going to be a loss of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 11. Altmaier jots back, rolls to the right, throws it downfield, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Mingo was the intended receiver on that play. We are going to go 3 and out. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Arkansas. They're at the 46-yard line. Jefferson takes this one for himself, and he gains 2 yards on that play. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter with the score. Ole Miss 20, Arkansas 13. 2nd and 8 now for the Arkansas Razorbacks as we start the 4th quarter. We just need to do a little bit better on defense. Jefferson hands this one off to Sanders. Juke move, and he's brought down by Pegas on that play. A gain of 6. It's going to be 3rd and 2. They are currently 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Jefferson, play action, throws it to Landers, who makes the catch. And he's heading upfield. No one's able to catch him. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Razorbacks. They were able to tie this one up. Altmaier hands this one to Evans. I don't know why I ran to the outside because we fumbled the football. Lucky James was there to pick it up. But that's going to be a 3-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Altmaier steps back, rolls to the left, throws it downfield to Robinson, who makes the catch, hurdles, and he runs out of bounds. So far, he has 3 catches for 97 yards. We're now spotted at the 47-yard line. Altmaier tries to hand this one off to Evans on a counter, but he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage, a 4-yard loss. 2nd and 14 now for Ole Miss. Altmaier rolls to the right, looking, throws it downfield to Mingo, who makes the catch, and that's going to be another 1st down for Ole Miss. I need to utilize Mingo more as well. He's our impact wide receiver, and he's only averaging 18 yards per game and 1 receiving touchdown. Altmaier rolls to the left, throws it downfield to Knox, who makes the catch, and he's tackled out of bounds. That's going to be another 1st down for Ole Miss. We're at the 9-yard line. Altmaier hands this one off to Watkins, and he's going to sneak his way into the end zone. Excellent play call. That is a 9-yard touchdown run. (27-20) is now the score as Arkansas start their next possession at the 26-yard line. Jefferson hands this one off to Sanders, and he gets a gain of about 1 on that play. So far, Sanders, he has 495 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. He's having a pretty decent season. Jefferson hands this one off to Sanders. He's going to cut to the right, and if he didn't juke, that would have been an easy 6 points because he had the blockers. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line, 11-yard pickup. Jefferson hands this one off to Sanders. He's stuck. He's going to run to the outside, and Taylor Groves was there to bring him down. An 11-yard gain once again for Sanders. So far in this game, he has 113 yards. Jefferson drops back, fires this one downfield, and is caught by Hasselwood, and no one's able to bring him down. That's going to be an easy 6 points for the Arkansas Razorbacks. They were able to tie this one up once again. Altmaier hands this one off to Evans, and he picks up 5 on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line. Evans, he's having an okay game. He has 66 yards on the ground and 1 rushing touchdown. Altmaier steps back, rolls to the left, throws it downfield to Wade, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Arkansas's defense, what can I say, 6 hurries and 3 sacks. Our offensive line, they're crumbling today. I don't know why. We're currently 0 of 3 on 3rd down conversions as Altmaier is going to take this one for himself, and he does get the 1st down. Great job for Altmaier because I was going to throw it to Knox on that play. Altmaier hands it off to Watkins. He's going to run up the middle, and he picks up a 1st down. Great run for Watkins. 4 attempts, 49 yards, and 1 rushing touchdown. Altmaier hands this one off to Watkins again. He runs to the outside, and I tried to run out of bounds, but we do pick up 2 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 8. With less than a minute left to go in the 4th quarter, Altmaier steps back, looking, right there, and I saw Trigg down the middle, but we ended up getting sacked. We allowed 4 sacks in this game. It's going to be 3rd and 16. Can we convert here? Altmaier rolls to the right. And this one's going to be an incomplete pass, and that's going to be the end of the 4th quarter with the score tied at 27. We won the coin toss, so Arkansas will start overtime on offense. Jefferson hands this one off to Sanders, and he picks up about 8 yards on that play. I can't believe we allowed Sanders to run for 121 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Jefferson is going to hand this one off to Sanders again. He gets the 1st down. He's finally brought down inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Arkansas. Jefferson hands to Johnson, and he's stuck, and we're trying to bring him down, and he stopped. A gain of 1 on that play. Jefferson hands one off to Sanders, and he stopped short of the end zone. 3rd and 1 now. We just need to stop them right here to force them to kick a field goal. Jefferson hands one off to Johnson, and he gets into the end zone. A 1-yard touchdown run for the Razorbacks. The score is now 34-27 as we come out on offense. Altmaier hands this one off to Evans, and he picks up 4 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 6. And on 2nd and 6, Altmaier tried to hand it off to Evans, but he's going to be tackled for loss. A 4-yard loss is going to be 3rd and 10. We are currently 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Altmaier steps back, rolls to the left. He's going to take this one for himself, and he stops short of the 1st down marker. It's going to be 4th and 2. We have to convert here. Altmaier hands one off to Watkins, and he stops short of the 1st down. That's going to be the end of the game as we lose to the Arkansas Razorbacks 34-27 in overtime. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the player of the game. We have number 1, KJ Jefferson, the junior redshirt quarterback. He was 9 of 11 for 189 yards and 3 passing touchdowns. That was a tough game, I'm not going to lie, but we should have won that game. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Let's go ahead and take a look at the game stats. Congratulations, you have just finished the number 1 classic game of all time. Go to my NCAA ESPN Instant Classic to reflect on your accomplishments. We had a greatness score of 614. So that's going to do it for the ball game, guys. We lost to the Arkansas Razorbacks 34-27 on the road. It was a hard-fought game that led to overtime. I should have handed it off to Evans on that last play, but you know, it is what it is. We had 15 first downs, Arkansas had 11. Total offense, we had 319, Arkansas had 323. On the ground, we had 29 rushes for 97 yards. Arkansas had 26 rushes for 134 yards. Through the air, we had 9 completions out of 14 attempts and scored 1 touchdown. Arkansas had 9 completions out of 11 attempts and scored 3 touchdowns. We had 222 passing yards, Arkansas had 189. We were sacked 4 times in this game. Our offensive line crumbled under pressure. Arkansas, we only got to their quarterback once. We were 1 of 6 on 3rd down conversions. Arkansas was 3 of 8. We were in the red zone 4 times, scoring 2 touchdowns and making 1 field goal. Arkansas, they were in the red zone 3 times, scoring 2 touchdowns and making 1 field goal. No turnovers in this game. That is pretty impressive. Both teams were just going back and forth, trying not to make any mistakes. We did fumble the football, but we didn't lose it. Total yards, we had 430. Arkansas had 417. In time of possession, we had 1021. Arkansas had 939. Moving over to individual stats, Luke Altmaier had a 221 QB rating. He had 9 completions out of 14 attempts for 222 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions, and a 64 completion percentage. On the ground, Zach Evans had 70 yards today, averaging 5 yards per carry, and he scored 1 touchdown. Watkins had 51 yards on the ground, averaging 8 yards per carry, and he had 1 touchdown as well. Robinson had 3 receptions today for 97 yards. Trigg had 3 receptions for 46 yards. Jalen Knox had 2 receptions for 57. And Jonathan Mingo had 1 reception for 22 yards. And also Jalen Robinson had 1 receiving touchdown. Defensively, Robinson and Sistrunk led our team in tackles with 6. Robinson also led our team in tackles for loss with 2. And he was the only player to record a sack. Jonathan Cruz made 2 field goals today out of 2 attempts. Going 100%, his longest kick was a 41-yard field goal. Now we're going to take a look at the NCAA Players of the Week for Week 9. On offense, we have number 15 Max Duggan, a senior quarterback out of TCU, as they defeated Army 47-17. He went 12 of 21 for 244 yards, 24 carries for 75 yards, and 6 total touchdowns. Defensively, we have number 89 Macaskill, the junior middle linebacker out of New Mexico State, as they defeated Hawaii 17-13. He had 13 tackles, 5 of those tackles being for loss, 2 sacks, an interception, and a forced fumble. Taking a look at the SEC players of the week for week 9. On offense, we have number 5 Daniels, the junior redshirt quarterback out of LSU, as they defeated Fresno State 35-25. He went 23 of 29 for 376 yards and 4 touchdowns. On defense, we have number 50 Smith, the junior right end from Alabama, as they defeated Tennessee 31-3. He had 7 tackles, 6 of those tackles being for loss and 3 sacks. So guys, we have now lost 2 games in the SEC. In the next video, we'll be taking on the Auburn Tigers. They are currently 3-5 on a 2-game winning streak. They have an A- overall, a B- offense, and a B+ defense. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you like what you see and you would like to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.